welcome to Whispering Willows. I'm Tonya, and I'm a psychic medium.
And I'm Jamie, and I'm a psychotherapist.
Today, we're going to be talking about self-care.
Yes.
Jamie did some surveys for us.
Important, yes. So Tonya and I each took a self-care assessment. And before we get into that, I want to just talk about why self-care is so important. And, essentially, I love the quote, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because if you're not pouring into yourself and like refueling your energy, how are you going to pour into your children or your spouse or partner or your job, your clients, whomever? And, especially like for me, I had to learn that kind of the hard way as a therapist.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's ways that, people in the healing profession, like we have to be super duper careful about self-care and refueling our own cups. And, and I've had, people over the years like, oh, I don't have time for self-care, right? Because I'm a busy mom and I'm a wife or, I have a busy job and demanding hours and all of that. And so, I get that it's hard and it's not always easy to like find those spots to like plug in self-care. Mm-hmm. And for some people, I think it can even feel selfish.
Yeah.
I should be doing stuff for my kids or I should be doing stuff for the house. The laundry is calling my name. I don't have time to go take a bubble bath or whatever.
Yeah.
And, and so it's kind of like a mind shift that you have to get into in terms of like, no, I deserve this and it's going to be better for me and it's going to be better for those around me in the long run.
Yep.
So super important stuff.
It's very important. I think I'm really good at it though.
Yeah. I think we both do really well.
Yeah.
But like 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to say that.
No, definitely. I did not do good 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I definitely am doing so much more. I have a lot more time on my hands. I mean, time is, something that you need for it. But 10 years ago, no. Yeah. I was not doing all the self-care things. Now it's all about self-care. It's trending.
Yeah, it's trending. Okay, so the first category in the little self-care assessment that Tonya and I took is physical self-care. And so these are things like we put eating healthy-ish because I think everything should be done in moderation, right? Like,
yeah,
eat healthy at home, but if you're out to dinner with friends and you want a piece of cake, have the cake, So I don't think it should be like an all or nothing type thing.
Yeah, I definitely should have the cake.
Yeah.
It makes me happy. So, yeah.
And then we have to take care of our personal hygiene. Mm-hmm. Exercise or move our body regularly, which I would like to improve upon myself.
Yeah.
I have been doing more Pilates at home.
That's good.
Like YouTube videos. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty good in that, like, because I just regularly go and it's scheduled. But this week we had the hurricane and they canceled 2 of the classes. Yeah. And I could have worked out at home, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I just need that class. I think you have to find what you need and what works best for you.
Yeah.
And that class is what I need. When I go in there, I feel like all these people are my competition. If I'm doing it at home, it's no fun for me.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though these people are not my competition,
Yeah.
and I'm really just watching myself, but I'm like, if this person can do it, I can do it.
Yeah. They're like motivators.
So, they're motivators. Mm-hmm. Like, so it helps me a lot.
I do have my tap class that I go to.
Yeah.
So, at least I have that
counts.
once a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did do that this week.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then to take your vitamins or doctor-prescribed medications, which is important. Get enough sleep. I'm a pro.
Me too. I starved myself there.
Yeah.
Definitely. I get all the sleep.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Same. And then to go to your preventative medical appointments, checkups, teeth cleanings.
I feel like I do that better now than I did. When I had Alyssa, I think I did it more then. And then whenever she was gone, I was not doing it as much.
Yeah.
But now I do definitely, after I had my health scare, I definitely go to my doctor's appointments and make sure everything is good and okay. So
That's good. That's good. So physical was my lowest scored category.
It was mid for me.
It was mid for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to talk about the emotional spiritual category?
Oh, so this category was my lowest category because I think that we rate ourselves on like what we need to do more of. Maybe we're not doing everything right, but we're not doing everything wrong.
Right.
But I definitely feel like I need to do more meditation. I need to do more praying. I need to do, what was one of the... I'm really good at listening to my body, and I think that's good with like health and foods. I notice how foods make me feel and stuff like that, so I react to however my body's feeling. So I'm really good at that.
Okay.
And that was part of the category. Distractions. I'm so easily distracted. We all know this. So, I mean, you can start talking about something and change the subject, or I usually start talking about something and change the subject. But I'm so easily distracted, and I can just get, carried away.
Yeah. Well, and I think, I'm sorry not to cut you off, but I think, like, unplugging from electronics is really important. And I think, like, that kind of goes hand in hand with avoiding distractions just because, we are in that era where, there's always a screen in front of our faces. Yeah. Or, like, even if we're doing our work, like, typing on the computer or something, like, our phone is like right here.
The phone is so distracting. Yeah. And I would love, like I used to do no cell phone Sundays. Yeah. When Alyssa was younger, because she had a cell phone, I had a cell phone. I was like, okay, we're going to go somewhere today. We're not taking our cell phones. Yeah. And that was so great because we just had each other and we were talking to communicate. Just like when you came in today, I'm like, did you see this video on TikTok? Because I'm on it. I'm just like, these are my distractions. Yeah. And it's such a distraction. Yeah. Even when I'm working, some days I'm just like, avoiding. Yeah. That's what I go to when I'm avoiding. Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to do this right now. Yeah. Let's do this. So, yeah. So I was the lowest on that one.
You were the lowest on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that one also is about, like, spending time with positive people and pets, which obviously Tonya and I both spend a lot of time with our pets. Mm-hmm. And,
Yeah, I think we definitely also have a lot of positive energy people around us. So
for sure.
It's really good what we have going on. I don't feel any kind of negativity. No. Like ever when we're out and about. So I think that it's good.
That's awesome. I scored mid-range in that category.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We have participate in hobbies. And so I gave myself a 3 for that, but I don't know. I feel like I might be a 4 for that.
You are definitely a 4. You have a lot of hobbies.
I do. I go to my dance classes. We do monthly arts and craft day. I just crafted this morning.
You crafted today. You were crafty. I was watching TikTok being distracted. Like, I was over here taking notes, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what?
Because you were distracted.
I was distracted.
All right. I'm going to give myself a 4 for that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then spending time with people we enjoy being around. I think we both do really well with that.
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, I scored myself big on that one too.
Keeping in touch with old friends or long distance friends. I would like to get better with that.
I think I'm such a direct person, and I'm good at, if I haven't talked to you in 6 months, you live like in another state and I haven't talked to you in 6 months, you call me, we pick up right where we left off, and everyone knows that about me. Yeah. I'm very, I'm a low maintenance friend, very low maintenance friend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm there when you need me, and, and if we're going to do something fun or whatever, but definitely I try to keep in touch with people. I remember birthdays, stuff like that. I think that kind of stuff is, like, important,
that is important.
And try to be there for people when they need you. And
totally.
Yeah.
I feel like for people who aren't on social media, I don't do super well with keeping in touch.
Social media.
Sad.
Yeah. Well, it makes you feel like you're seeing everything that they're doing and everything that's going on. And I actually this is another reason why I only have Instagram. Because Facebook tells you when everybody's birthday is. Instagram doesn't. Okay. So people that reach out to me on my birthday, they actually are taking that extra step and knowing that it's my birthday and reaching out to me.
Not just
like they're right. Yeah, they're not just doing it because Facebook told them to. Yeah. So and like I really appreciate that, and I feel like I understand who the real people are. And I love that.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of how I'm not going to say, like, I determine, like, this person is really taking the effort, you know, to be my friend and be there for me on my special day. So, and people, they're texting me, and they all get all upset. Oh, you don't have Facebook, so, you know, they're texting me. And I was like, this is better. You text or you call.
That's a good perspective. Yeah. I like it. Take vacations / have adventures.
I don't do enough of that.
I'm excited. I'm going on a 2-week cross-country trip.
Oh, that's going to be
next month. Yeah. I'm so excited. With my mom.
Yeah, that's going to be a good time.
I'm super excited. So I think I do okay. I mean,
I
would love to vacation more, but...
I would love to vacation more. I think that because, you know, I have to travel to see my daughter and I have to take Parker, so I'm driving in the car because we have all the things. And sometimes I'll just take my work with me. And I'm not taking enough time out. Like, I do have a trip planned in September for 1 week in Ohio, but that's not, you know, the beach vacation that I usually take.
But you live at the beach.
I know. So it's like when you live at the beach, where are you supposed to go on vacation? Yeah. So, yeah. Get it.
And, learning new things, taking classes, listening to podcasts, which you are all doing currently. Hopefully you're learning new things with us. And reading books and things like that. Yeah. I gave myself a 2 for that. What did you give yourself for that one?
I starved myself for that because I will read books. I love learning. It's my favorite thing. Just like with this. Oh, gosh. Just like with this, I love that I've learned how to edit. I've learned how to do so many things. And I'll look things up on YouTube, like learning. If I'm on YouTube, it's all to learn something new. Yeah. And I look up all kinds of things. My television barely ever comes on. Somebody will be like, watch this show. And I'll be like, okay, I'll watch it. Next time I watch TV. And it can be like 2 weeks. Yeah. I turned the TV on Friday, and it hadn't been on for over a week, and we had a hurricane this week. Oh yeah. So, you know, so I had lots of time to be on television to watch TV, but I didn't because it's just not my interest. I'm interested in learning new things trying out new things, and that's my passion. Really is learning something new all the time. But I feel like I'm a kind of a jack of all trades anyway, so I'm always constantly feeding my brain. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I learned yesterday how to pour resin. We made a sun catcher out of like shells and beads and such, and then like poured resin on it. So I guess I like to learn like hands-on stuff more so. Yeah. Than like reading or listening to stuff. I guess I'm a tactile learner. Is that what that's called, I think?
I don't know what it's called.
Like you learn through doing.
Yeah, I learn through doing also. A lot of things that I'm really like into organizing and planning and all of these things. So I'll watch stuff about that. I learned how to fix my washing machine on YouTube.
I did that once too.
You know, anything that is helpful around here, like in the podcast, learning how to do the editing and all that kind of stuff. I did all of that by watching YouTube and learning all of that. So,
and I think especially as single women, it's super helpful to be like to have that mindset that like I can learn how to do this myself. I don't have to like call a repairman every time something goes wrong in the house.
Right? Agreed, because that gets pricey.
Yeah. So okay, then we have personal space, which includes physical and mental self-care. You want to talk about that one?
Oh yeah, I scored really high on this. This is my highest score because I'm really good at personal space. I'm really good at saying no to things.
Yes, it's good though.
And I'll always, but the thing is also you have to have people that will accept that.
Totally.
You know, and I think that it's really helped that our friend group is accepting and understanding. They understand that I need space.
Our friends will say
too much people in.
Yeah, we've done too much people in this week. I'm going to stay in tonight.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely, and I think that like the other night when you're just like, I think I've talked myself into like both, everybody was kind of like, yeah, we're okay with it. You know? And I love my home decor. I decorate for me and it's very comfy and my couch has constantly got blankets all over it and I love plants and stuff like that. So yeah, I really feel like I enjoy that. Not cluttered. I hide my clutter really well. Yeah. Most of the time, I give away a lot of things. Yeah. If I get tired of something, I'll just be like, oh, I think this person might like this. Because if I'm not using it, And usually I want things that I can use that are around me.
I gave a big load to Goodwill yesterday.
Oh, did you?
It felt really good.
It feels so good.
It was like clothes and like knick-knacky, like decor stuff. Like,
yes. It's so good that it's so close to us because we don't drive around with it in our vehicle for weeks at a time.
We have 2 within like a mile.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I feel like the balance in watching television, like I said, I don't hardly ever watch TV. I'm reading or learning or playing with Parker, or I'm at bar class, or I'm working.
Yeah.
So I think that's really good.
I could work on that because I watch a lot of reality TV shows. And I'll get sucked into some Love Island for like hours.
I do like stuff like that. I do like reality television. It's just getting started. But once I get started on something like that, I'll binge watch it if I don't have anything to do. And I think that really is where I'm like, no, I have to finish this.
Yeah.
I started a TV show. I turned my TV on Friday. I started a TV show. I was done with it by Saturday morning because I had to watch the whole thing. I mean, the first season. So I watched it. It was only like 8 episodes, but it was a good show. Yeah. So, balance how much social media. This is where I'm horrible. I even have timers on my phone that will say, "Oh, your time is up," and I put an hour a day, an hour a day for all social media. That's combined, like TikTok, Instagram. There's one other one on there. It's all combined 1 hour.
Wow.
So the little alarm comes on.
You turn it off.
I'm just like, not today. Every single day.
I've done that too.
Every day. Yeah. Not today, every day. So, yeah, I'm just like, why do I even have this on here anymore?
Yeah.
You know, but I need to use it the way it's intended to be used. So, I think social media gets all of us.
It does.
Live with people and pets that feel safe. Yes. She's so safe.
Yeah.
All of our friends are safe.
Avoid
drama, gossip, negative people. Yes. I think that we do that. We're really good at that.
Yeah.
Try to stay as far away from that as possible.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with it.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah.
All right.
So.
And then the last category was my highest, which is not shocking. It's psychological self-care. And allow yourself to say no. So that's something that I think I do really well. It's just a boundary that I think it's good practice to ask yourself, am I about to say yes to this thing because I want to or because I think I should? Right. And then it goes back to like shoulding on ourselves. And so, yeah, if it's not something you actually want to do, then say no. It's okay to say no.
Yeah.
And if you're around the right people, they're going to understand.
Exactly. And I scored really high in this category too because I do say no. I've kind of always been a person that is just like, no, if I don't want to do it, I'm just not going to suffer through it. I mean, if it's like someone's birthday or something, like obviously I'm going to, you know, unless something else comes up, I'm going to be there. But, you know, just something that I'm just like, I'm really not feeling it.
Yeah.
I feel it very easy for me to say no. You know?
Yeah. Have a healthy work-life balance. I think I do that really well.
Yeah. It can be hard because we both work from home.
Yeah.
And it's there.
Yeah.
Like, this is my sunroom, and this is where I work.
Yeah.
So I have to shut it down.
Yeah.
I think that going to bar class helps me shut it down.
You're removing yourself from the environment.
I'm like, I shut down. This is what time I have to be at bar class.
Yeah.
I go there, and that's Monday through Thursday.
Yeah. Spending time alone to recharge and recenter. I'm a pro at that.
Me too. Same.
I spend a lot of time alone, and I love it. And
I do too.
I think I'm an extroverted introvert.
Same.
Yeah. So, like, you know, we can be very social when we're out and about, and we love people, but... Like, I know for me, I need that time to be alone, have the quietness, alone with my dogs, of course.
Yes.
But acting in a way that is aligned with morals and values. I think that's really important, and I think that's not something that people tend to think of as self-care. But, you know, we don't want to, like, okay, like, I'm a vegetarian, for example, and, well, actually, technically, I'm a pescatarian. I did start eating fish a couple years ago, but... I digress. So I think it's really important. Like, I always said, like, I could not date a hunter, right? Because that goes against my morals and values. And, like, do I, like, shun people who do hunt. No, it's just not somebody that I would want to be in my like inner circle like that.
Right.
And so I think, acting in a way that is in alignment with your values is just super important.
Values. I definitely know what I believe in and how I feel about things, and I don't just go along with the crowd.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm very much like, I stand alone and do what I need to do.
Yeah.
What's right for me.
Yeah.
So I think that, to me, is standing with my values.
For sure.
But definitely the hunter thing, like, I'll date a hunter, but I'm going to need you to not have the animals' heads in the living room, because to me, because I speak to dead people, like, it would just be like having my grandmother on the wall. I'm just like, these animals have spirits, like they have souls, and
they're like, why am I hanging on this wall?
And I know that most hunters, like, they're very grateful and appreciative of the animals, providing for them. But I just, like, putting them on the wall part is just, I can't do that.
I just sleep.
I feel like I would be, like, definitely that could never be in a place where I sleep, like a bedroom. Like, it just could not, like, if I was with a hunter, he would have to have, like, a room that I never went into if he was going to do that.
Yeah.
And I would still just feel like, I don't know. Like, it just, I was just like, we should just put grandma up next to this bear. I don't know. It's just, oh my gosh. I just don't feel like I could look at him every day and sit down and watch television with him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think another example of that one too is like surrounding yourself with people who might have like differing values. Not like you have to like believe the exact same things as the people you're around, but like, I'm very into like social justice and, equality and everything. So am I going to choose to like surround myself with somebody who might have like racist beliefs or homophobic beliefs? Like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Right. I agree with that. Definitely, for sure. Like, I think that so many people have so many different beliefs now, and the understanding, like, the world is really a crazy place right now, and so
totally.
I feel like we have to watch everything that we say, like things we're not used to. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely don't want to upset anyone, and you believe what you want to believe, and that's, everything does not affect me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like everything does not affect me.
Yeah.
So I'm very, I get along with a lot of different people and cultures, and I'm understanding. I'm a very understanding person. I understand and listen to people and try to look at their view, their side of everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Speak to yourself with kindness and compassion. I gave myself a 3 for that one because I think I do fairly well, but there's always room for improvement.
I think there is always room for improvement. I think that I speak very highly to myself.
Yeah, I think you're good on this one.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I'm a really positive person. I'm positive most all the time. And I'm positive when I'm by myself. I'm not like downing myself about anything. I think that I'm the hardest on myself when I'm being challenged to do something, like going to bar class. I feel myself being like, okay, no, you can do this because it's not that hard. You know, in my head, I say, but I'm pumping myself up. I'm like my own hype man.
That's good.
Inside, I'm just like, no, you can do this. Like, look at this person next to you. They're doing this. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. They're doing it. Everybody's doing this in here. You can do this. Yeah. So I think I hype myself up a lot about a lot of things. Yeah. And I think that's something that I've learned over the years because I think there was a time where, you know, I felt a little negative, but now I'm just like, no, like everything's good. Yeah. We're good.
It takes work to get into this mindset, right? And like to increase our self-care in any of these categories. Like it takes work and it takes practice and it takes really like a mindset shift. Like I was saying before, not like, oh, I don't have time for this stuff, but like, I'm going to find time for this stuff. Right. Where can I add some self-care into my life? Even if it's, you know, on your 10-minute commute home from work, you put on a podcast. Or if it's in the shower, you do some, I don't know if meditating in the shower is very safe, but you know.
I actually feel that showers, like I get so many thoughts that go on in the shower.
I'm a shower thinker.
I'm very much like in the shower thinking about and talking to myself. I talk to myself all the time. Talking to myself about, oh, I should do this and I should do that. I do that in the shower and when I'm driving. If I don't have music on, I'm talking to myself about what I need to do and what is going to make something better. And I do the same thing in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think shower's great. Yeah. Also, it's water, and water has good energy.
True.
And it's cleansing. So, to kind of like cleanse myself as, you know, an empath, that helps being in the water. I have to take a bath every single night and shower every morning.
Yeah.
I love baths.
Yeah.
Self-care girl right here.
Self-care. So the last one in the psychological category is to ask for and accept help when needed. I think that's really hard for a lot of people.
I will absolutely
I'm
not.
awful with asking for
I
help.
will not ask for help. I think that my friends and my parents know that if I ask for help, it's really bad.
It's serious. Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to ask anyone for any help. I'm going to figure out a way to do it on my own. I'm going to make it happen. And, you know, I'm so grateful and humbled when somebody reaches out to me to help me. Like, there have been times in my life where, like, I needed it. Yeah. They knew I needed it, but I would not ask.
Yeah.
So, anybody that will, you know, that sees that and understands, I think that's amazing. Yeah. And I will do that for other people, but I will never ask for help for any. And it's bad because sometimes it's like you need, you know, help. I mean, even if it's at your job or something, like, oh my gosh, I need to help with. I don't want to ask her about this. Because,
why do you think you don't? You know,
I think that it's because I was always the kid in school that I'm not going to raise my hand and ask a question. I don't want to draw any attention to myself. I'm like, I don't want someone to feel I don't want ever anyone to feel sorry for me. Never. Like, don't ever feel sorry for me because I will figure it out. I will literally like be doing work and I'll be like, Tonya, you absolutely have no way of knowing how to do this. And I will spend extra time to figure it out rather than going and just, you can ask this person and they will tell you in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But also when I figure it out,
then you're learning.
I'm learning. So, and I like learning. It's part of my process.
Yeah.
I love learning.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, okay, you can figure this out. You can do anything. So I think that helps me. But if it were something where I needed something, like if I needed money, I would know. Yeah. I'd go get another job or something. Yeah. And nobody would ever know. It would never be like, or I'll just manifest it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just not.
Yeah.
I'm not asking. I'll tell you who I do ask for help are the dead people.
Really?
I do. And they deliver. Okay. Like, they're quick. They're real quick.
On them. They're reliable?
Yes, they're very quick. Okay. So, you know, because I know they're not judging me.
Yeah.
I think that we're all scared of judgment in some kind of way.
Yeah.
And, like, that is it for me. That's major for me.
Yeah.
Any other things in judgment, I'm like, oh, I don't care if you think about this or that about me, but never feel sorry for me. Ever.
That's interesting. I think because I know how hard it is to ask for help, that whenever somebody does ask for help, I'm like, I try to be on it because I'm like, I know that was really hard for you to ask this question and for, you know, to ask for extra support. So, like, I'm going to do everything in my power to, like, you know, to deliver on that and really be there for people. Okay, so that was my highest category. What is one thing, Tonya?
Oh gosh, here we go with these questions. What? Go ahead. I'm ready.
That you can, based on your self-care assessment, that you can try to, like, amp up.
I definitely need to work on the social media. Even I'm only on, I think, the TikTok, and I'll delete TikTok. Yeah. I'll be on it, and then I'll just be like, I can't be on this anymore. And I'll delete it. And then I'll get back on it. And it's an addiction. Yeah. Like, you really get addicted to it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I need to do something about, I need to, instead of when I'm, it's my avoidant tactic. Yeah. It's my I'm bored tactic. It's anything that I don't want to do. Like, let me take a break.
Yeah.
Look at your phone. Yeah. I need to have a book close by, or
a journal.
I do journal a lot. I mean, I have journals all over my place.
Which is another really good self-care.
Yeah, and I'm addicted to journaling, so I really probably need to get my thoughts out, because especially when I'm avoiding something, like Tonya, write it down. Write down the steps that you need to just get this done, you know? Because the longer you avoid, the harder it's going to be, the longer it's going to take you to get through that situation. Just write it down, do it.
And usually we avoid stuff because it feels like too much and it feels overwhelming. And so if you just take a minute to like break it down into smaller steps, you're like, oh, I could do that. That took me 10 minutes.
Yes. Agreed. And that's what I'll do. Like, I have done that before, and it just like, it makes sense, but the phone is so readily available. And it's like, I need to laugh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so easy to justify, right?
Yeah. It's just like, I need a good laugh. I'm stressed out right now. Maybe I need to step away and go do some sit-ups or something. I don't know, but I need to do something else. And I've even thought about, well, put your phone over in the kitchen or something.
Yeah.
Because I do get calls from work, but I don't get that many calls from work, you know? So it's like, I could take a phone call, but I'm not, you know, getting calls from work all the time. So I'm usually just on my computer. And what I have tried to do is time blocking. Have you ever done time blocking when you're trying to get something done? It really helps. I tell Alexa, I'll say, make me an alarm. Remind me in 2 hours. So then 2 hours, I'm just working. Yeah. And then she'll go off, and I'll get up and go eat, or I'll go do something, take Parker out, or something like that, just to get away from my desk. So I'm not just stuck, especially when I have a lot of work to do. So, yeah, I think that helps too. The time blocking really helps me. Yeah. It's like, I'm such an organized freak.
Yeah. So
that
that's
helps me
stay
on task. Yes. My goal is to stay off of social media. Actually, I should probably just go by the 1 hour a day. So this week, that's what I'm going to do. So ask me again next week how I did on my social media.
Why don't you put it to like 2 hours a day? Because it's still going to be less than what you typically would do. Right?
It's very true.
So, well, I think 1 hour is not a lot. So
but I feel like for social media, like 1 hour, okay, maybe I'll do like 1.5.
Okay.
If I do 1.5 hours, that's got like 45 minutes of TikTok, 45 minutes of Instagram, but why do I need to be on it that long? And then I'm scared that it's going to be replaced by something else, like the television.
No, but you have to be mindful of replacing it with reading and journaling.
I need more meditating.
Meditating.
Yes, because I do need to meditate more.
Going out in nature, going outside if it ever stops raining here.
Yeah, or the humidity goes away.
Oh my gosh, my hair.
I know. I was just like, I don't know why I blow dried my hair today. Yeah. So there's that.
So my goal, let me think. My goal is going to be, I want to exercise or move my body more.
Okay.
I want to take Justice for some walks.
Okay.
She would like that. So that's going to be my goal. I'm going to walk her 3 times this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be texting you.
Okay.
You're going to text me and say, have you been on social media?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to text you back an hour later and be like, my phone was in the kitchen.
But did you walk?
Yeah, did you walk today? What'd you do? Yeah.
And that's a really good point. Like, I think it's helpful to have, like, a buddy to hold you accountable. An accountability buddy.
Accountability buddy. Accountability buddy. I can't even say it. An accountability buddy. What is it? It's an accountability buddy. Oh, my gosh. I can't talk. I have aligners in today, so this is new, and it's making me crazy. I can't say half the words. Jamie's been having to take the lead here and just, like, do it, because I'm just here trying to speak regular words.
Dying.
It's awful.
So, yeah, so get yourself an accountability buddy.
Accountability buddy, yeah.
And work on your self-care and shift your mindset to, I can do this, I deserve this, I'm worthy of self-care, and it's going to make me a better human, a better mom, a better wife, a better partner, a better employee, a better all around.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. So, If you have anything you want to reach out to us, just subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, like us. Okay. You can contact us at Whispering Willows X on Instagram or Facebook.
Yes.
Or you can just leave us a comment and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Yeah.
If there's something else you want us to talk about, please let us know. We're here to listen and do what you want to hear about.
Absolutely.
Our next episode, we're going to be talking about manifesting. So watch us next week.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.